Hello, everybody. Vulcan, welcome in. So, you may be wondering, what is the Monday morning Moonbase Mtalkshow? Hello, Tia. Welcome. So, something new I wanted to try. Essentially, I wanted to do sort of like a radio show, morning talk show sort of deal, where viewers can call in and talk about a topic of discussion, or if you have something to talk about that you want to discuss or want advice on, but doesn't relate to the topic of the day, that's also fine. I thought this would be fun. It might also not work in any way at all. Um, we'll have to see. But today's topic is betrayal. So if anyone watching out there has a good story about betrayal or some advice that they would like to, or a situation they'd like to get advice on that involves betrayal or not, I have turned on viewer call-ins, so it should be. It should be that people can call in and I can let them into the chat, and then I can hear what they have to say. Other than that, we're going to be listening to music, much like you would on a radio show. What's up, David? Welcome in. So, betrayal. Hey, Smitzel, welcome in. So betrayal. I don't know why I picked this as the first topic. It was just what came to mind. In general, I've been fairly fortunate not to have been betrayed too much in my life. The closest thing I would say I've experienced to betrayal is in I don't know, maybe 2016 or something like that. My friend, who has a birthday that's very close to mine, it's the day after mine, he was going to meet me at Dave & Buster's. We had it all worked out. We were going to meet at Dave & Buster's. We were going to, just hang out, celebrate our birthdays together. And the closest Dave & Buster's was like an hour away. So it was a bit of a commitment, right? So go all the way to Dave & Buster's, sitting there waiting. A couple of my other friends are with me. And I text my other friend who's supposed to meet us there. And I'm like, yo, where you at? No response. And I'm like, all right, well, maybe he's driving, This was at the point in time where not every car had the little interface where you could, wirelessly talk. So I was like, all right, well, maybe he can't respond right now. But I called because I was like, he could probably answer a phone call while he's driving. No answer. And I'm like, all right, this is weird. Now I don't know what's going on. He did not show up the entire day. So I'd say that's the closest I've ever been to being betrayed. Because I did find out later he did not have a good reason. It wasn't like his car broke down or anything like that. He just genuinely just was like, I'm just not coming. Just didn't show up. So that was my experience with it. But yeah. So what else can we talk about for betrayal? What are some good famous betrayals? I mean, Benedict Arnold, people talk about him being like the, he's like the go-to example of a guy who betrayed somebody. Though, now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know what Benedict Arnold actually did. I'm not even sure what time period he's from. That's a good It's a good thing we should look up, actually. What did Benedict Arnold do? In the meantime, how's everybody out there doing? You guys all living large, living a good life currently? Hopefully none of you are in the midst of being betrayed. Yo, what's up, Tiago? Welcome in. Trying to survive this heat wave. Eesh. Yeah, I mean, I don't know where you're at, but it's probably only gonna get worse. Because that is how we're trending in the world. Shit's getting hotter, you know? It's not gonna stop. Alright, so let's see. Benedict Arnold. He defected to the British Army. He was born in Connecticut. He was one of George Washington's best generals. And yeah, then he just turned over to the British. Wow. What a coward. Fuck that guy. All right. So yeah, that's such a weird one. I mean, I guess thinking about it, if I had to bet on the scrappy new nation trying to take on the biggest colonial power of all time, I'd probably be British are probably gonna win, but I don't know. I would think the threat of, getting absolutely destroyed by the people who live around you would be enough of a deterrent to make him yeah, maybe I'm not gonna do that. But what's another good? I mean, Game of Thrones has betrayal on betrayal over and over. That's the whole show, basically. Actually, something I should probably add here. Should add some text to the screen so people who come in know what we're doing. All right. All right. There we go. And I'll just put that there. All right. Hugo and Vivian stuff was Betrayal Central. Kinda, yeah. I mean, I guess there was a lot of betrayal for both of them, but they didn't actually betray each other the way that it seemed like they would. Reiner's betrayal on Attack on Titan was a good one. It's been so long since I've read that. Are you just talking about the reveal in general that he was spoilers for Attack on Titan, I guess, that he was the armored Titan or whichever one he was? Cuz that is a good one. The reveal. Yeah. Now that's a crazy one. I mean, that's one people still talk about because it was done so weirdly, It was interesting, but it was weird that they just kind of pan away from him and you just kind of catch it a little bit towards the end. It's a really cool, interesting way to do that for sure. Yeah, I don't know. There was a story I heard once from my parents where they had a classmate who was planning this big prank where it was he was going to I think he was going to light a bunch of fireworks off at the school assembly, which it took place inside. So like really just straight up a fire hazard. Um and he did it in such a way that they could never have known who did it. Like he had it set, lit it, and then like left such a long fuse that he could then go back to his seat like later and nobody would know. And so the fireworks start going off, everyone's panicked, it's chaos, they evacuate the school cuz like they're like, "Oh, there might be a fire." He totally would have gotten away with it. And then one of his friends went to the principal and was like, "Yeah, I know who did it. It was, Mike or whoever." And it's crazy cuz it's like they were known for, being kind of troublemakers, but even his own friend was like, "Yeah, this is a bit much. We're not going to do this." Um so, yeah. I gave myself whiplash at the climbing gym the other day. It fucking sucks. Cuz now my neck just hurts. Like there's when your neck hurts, there's not like a lot that you can really do about it, you just kind of have to live with it until it stops hurting, you know? Cuz like I can't not use my neck, you know? Like I'm just going to say Persona 6. I'm going to assume you mean Persona 5 unless you're talking about the future. I mean Persona 5. Yeah, okay. Uh a any particular part of Persona 5? Cuz there's a part that I think I know what you might be talking about. But yeah, is it the part with I guess Persona 5 spoilers, Akechi for fine with chatting about. Yeah. Yeah, that one's interesting too because it's like, oh, he betrayed the group, but then also the entire group is like, yeah, we knew you were going to betray us, like we were planning for this. Then there's something else in Royal. I didn't play Royal, so feel free to fill me in on that. Because yeah, I technically didn't even get all the way through Persona 5 Original. The reveal of the antagonist. The reveal of the antagonist. I know from what people have said online, the antagonist of Royal is a dude who's got like Madara Uchiha powers, where he's like gonna make a infinite Tsukiyomi void kind of thing. But I don't really know that much about it. Because the whole goal he had was to like make a world where no one ever had to feel pain or like misery or anything, right? But to do that, he basically had to like mind control the whole world. I don't know. No feeling pain. Okay. That makes sense. I mean, it sounds good in theory, you know. Like seems like it would be not the worst thing. Best Persona antagonist. I I would not know. I didn't play Royal. Um I mean, actually Naruto has a bunch of them too cuz in the original Naruto before it was the time skip, you think Itachi like betrayed the whole clan and he was gonna murder everybody and he only let Sasuke live. But then you find out actually the Leaf Village was going to betray him and his clan. Uh, or rather, his clan was going to betray the Leaf Village, so they hired Itachi essentially to just kill everybody because they were like, yeah, that's not gonna work. There's always Edelgard. Yeah, that's another good one. Yeah, that one was crazy too because I was playing Three Houses for the first time a little while ago, and I picked the Golden Deer house, and yeah, it was crazy. Just like having a point in the game where it's like, all right, now you're fighting, and you know, it's absolutely all her fault. I still need to go back and do the that that storyline where you side with her. The first playthrough I did the route where you help complete a revolution. Yeah, I need to play through that so I can see the other side of it. But I have not done it yet. Let me. What is that? Can I change? I can. Okay. Honestly, Golden Deer route's the one where you understand what the hell's going on as a whole. Yeah, I mean that's a good one to play first then, I guess. I guess depending on how you want to go through the story. If you like the reveal being like after you know all the stuff that happens, then it's like, oh, maybe that's the better way. But yeah. No, it's a good game. I tried playing some Fire Emblem. I don't know how long ago. Um, I mean, I think I tried the first time I tried to play Fire Emblem. I think I was in high school, but I just didn't gel with it for some reason. I was just playing on like an emulator, playing one of the old ones, but I I don't know. I didn't like the way it played. I like the new one a lot more. Yeah, there's the Betrayal and a Way Out. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I don't know why I didn't think of that. That one's fresh too. After I was betrayed and sold down the river. Thank God I thank God I killed my way out. That is something that is crazy about that ending. If you win as Leo, how do you get away from all those cops? Like, you managed to kill Vincent, but there's still like a million cops around you. Like, what were you gonna do? I don't know. It's crazy. All right. So, I am not going to say that it's impossible that people will call in. However, because I want you guys to have something more entertaining than just me to look at, now might be a good time to grind some of my Zenless daily / weekly stuff. And we will still have the the stuff for the call-ins going. So if we get some call-ins, then that'll be fine. But we will also be doing this. All right. Let's try. There we go. Alright. Maybe you get sent to jail again. Dude, that would be such a bummer to go through all that and then get sent to jail again. Controller's not working. Hold on. Gonna have to start this over again. Alright. There are too many betrayals from random NPCs in Genshin story quests. I'm like, oh, that character's bad now, I guess. Yeah. Can be harder. I have a better juicy discussion how people constantly dunk on Disney twist villains. Yeah, I mean, they do kind of go hand in hand, because usually that's how we hear it, is where it's like, oh, you know, Disney, oh, that's the bad guy. Of course it's the bad guy. What do we think of Hans? From Frozen? Is that correct? I didn't really have anything against him. He seemed kind of like, I don't know, standard sort of boilerplate villain, I guess. But all right, here we go. Now I've got this going. Okay. So I guess I should change the stream info to be Zenless? I don't know. Sure. What about that was his mistake? I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I watched Frozen like one time, so I don't even really know what you're referring to. Big Hero 6. That's actually, I've never seen Big Hero 6. People say it's good.
Hot cup of coffee isn't just for the early birds. It can also
Yeah, I really haven't consumed a lot of Disney stuff in the last I don't know how long. I mean, when I had a girlfriend, I was going to a lot more Disney stuff because she wanted to see it. But you know, when I'm by myself, I don't typically go like, oh, you know what I want to see is that Disney movie. Gotta shout out Timely Ben Bigger. He's given us so much material. Yeah, that's you mean shout him out like here on stream? Or because I don't know if he has a stream. I can find his Twitter real quick and post that, I guess. But I think most of the people here also know about him. Let's see here. Okay. So, if you are a fan of Ben and want to see more of him every day, that is the address of the guy who has dedicated himself, or girl, I guess, I don't know, who has dedicated themselves to capturing everything about Ben in the game. This random Ben dialogue. Yeah, there's more than I realized, for sure. But yeah, it's really interesting to me that there's a whole like subsect of people who just find stuff to post every single day on Twitter, and that's like, it's just what they do, you know. That's one of the weird things about the internet is like you can make like an entire life of just posting your favorite stuff from your favorite game all day every day. Not that I think he's probably like making a bunch of money off of this at the moment, but all right. Play a game of Snake Duel. I have not played much of the Snake Duel at this point. I played a lot of the arcade stuff in the betas.
Good evening. How about winding down with
But
some games
I
after
usually
a busy
play
day?
enough to get like just the, the achievements, and then I'll call it. Ooh, what is this Collins thing? Okay, so Pugs, and I guess anybody else who was in here who wasn't here in the beginning when I was explaining. So today is the Monday morning Moonbase Mtalkshow, which is essentially I will choose a topic for us to discuss every Monday, and hopefully as it gets, popular, or if it gets popular, it'll be more of just that and not as much of the playing games while I do it. But I figured people might get bored with nothing to look at, so that's why we're also playing Zenless. But today's topic is betrayal, so if people out there, yourself included, have a story of betrayal from their own personal life, or something they want advice on that's got something to do with betrayal or not, people can call in to the channel and answer questions, ask questions, whatever they want to do. So yeah, I don't know exactly how it works, but I have it up, and as I understand it, if you have a Twitch account that is verified by phone number, I believe, you can call in to the channel and I can let people talk. So if you wanted to chat about betrayal or something else, or anything at all, I can put you on the channel to chat. You just have to use that little that little call-in button. Alright. I think I've gotta still be... Wow, I'm not the top in this anymore? Crazy. That's crazy. That's ridiculous, man. That's a crazy score. I thought I did something that was like impossible when I did that.
Wish I could get out of here early.
Alright. But since at the moment nobody seems to want to call in, I figured we'd just do some Zenless dailies and weeklies and all that stuff while we wait, and perhaps I will have to advertise that I'm doing this in some way on the next time, because it was very last minute. When you guys all voted on the chat stuff, which game to play, I didn't actually expect you guys to all pick to do different stuff each day of the week. So let me know when the Yowie Talk Show comes up. That could be next week. I mean, that's something else I could do, I guess, is post, like, you know, polls on, like, what topics you guys would like to see or discuss. When's the new story stuff for Zenless supposed to come out? 'Cause I feel like it's been a minute. I mean, I guess it hasn't been that long. That was, what, like 3 or 4 weeks ago when we got the new stuff. Of all the injuries I've sustained climbing, whiplash is absolutely the worst. It's like there's just no way to escape it. I don't know about 2.0, but Hugo's coming in 2 days. Ooh. Okay, that's cool. Do I have the music on? Yeah, I don't need the music on. I don't think I'm gonna pull for Hugo though. So let's I don't know. How about you guys? Are you all pulling for Hugo or? Cause like my ice team's already pretty good. I feel like it would be redundant to get Hugo. I must get Lighter first. Have they said Lighter's coming back anytime soon? I mean, I would assume he is. He's like one of the few who still needs to come back, but I'm gonna try and get him. All right. He's coming with Hugo? Oh. I see. So when you say you have to get him first, you're literally gonna like try to pull for Lighter and then maybe pull for Hugo if you get Lighter? I'm committing to 2.0 characters first, or 2-point-blank characters first, and then if I have stuff to spare for Hugo on his rerun, I'll consider him, but nothing's set in stone. Fair enough. Yeah, I don't know. He seems fine, I guess. But so far I haven't seen a lot of new characters that I'm like super interested in. I do want to get that that panda. Like I feel like I've got to get panda. And then I'll maybe get the new girl with the like ink powers. Plan is 3 pulls for Hugo, then wait for Caesar. Fair enough. What's up, Ober Gaming? Waits patiently under blanket for great teacher Yixuan. Yeah, that's right. That's her name. Yeah, I might pull for her. She seems cool. Gain 5 refresh chances. Yeah, I'll do that one. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Having to rearrange stuff because I've got like 3 different pull-ups here. Hugo looks super fun, but I already used Lighter for Ben and Von Lycon from Miyabi and Ellen. Adding Season 2 characters to my roster makes getting Hugo at this point very extra. Fair enough.
this. Time to hunt.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing that I was thinking about with it. I'm like, you know, my ice team is already probably my best team as far as like getting the extra damage and stuff goes. So, and to be fair, a lot of why they're my best team is just because that's the team that has Miyabi on it. But
I'm scissors, you're paper.
like, I don't really need Hugo, so. But I mean, the Void Hunters that they've shown like pictures of, but no footage yet. They seem cool. Like I'm definitely hoping we get them sooner rather than later. Alright. Let's go this way.
Okay, boss. Sweep it off me. Okay. Press forward. It's over.
Understood. Time to hunt. Zero.
I don't know if you guys have ever had Whiplash, but it's super good, super fun. Just makes everything a pain in the ass because you can't like turn your head without it reminding you that yeah, it's just gonna hurt. Alright, so I've done both of these before. Never had, but sounds fun. Oh yeah, it's great. Highly recommend
No
it.
room for mercy.
There was a time when I was in school,
Weakling.
I think I was, I don't know, maybe in like 2nd or 3rd grade, but I got what they call
Eliminate any
torticollis, and it's kind of the same deal where like you can't turn your neck without it hurting. What?
Get back.
But hopefully it'll be back to normal soon. I don't even really know what it was
swear
about
on my
the
blade.
route I was trying that did it too, because it was like I was just going up, trying to do it,
Unstoppable.
come back down, because it was one where you had to like jump up and
It's
kind of
over.
grab. And when I wouldn't grab, I would come back down and catch what I was holding on to with my other hand. So I would think that wouldn't be enough to give me that, but I don't know. I guess I'm wrong, because clearly I do have it.
Press forward.
So I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I saw Thunderbolts last weekend. Really good movie. If you haven't seen it and you're a fan of Marvel stuff, highly recommend it. Is the villain good? I would say so.
Victory. The
I
only
thought the villain
option.
was interesting, which, you know, I knew the villain.
Sweep it off me.
Well,
Hurry.
it's kind of interesting because it depends on your point of view who the villain is. But I knew the villain that they advertised from the comics, so,
Troublesome.
and I think he's a really interesting character.
My blade is already sheathed. Purging slash.
Had really good emotional
Get back.
writing, though.
Here to assist. You're done. It's over. Thank you for your patronage.
For you, I'll eliminate any obstacles. Take a break.
Awaken. Don't mess up my nails.
Got something that I've been wanting to announce, but I can't until the people involved announce me. But we're coming up on it. Next month. Vulcan's back from breakfast with roasted bread. Toasted bread. Roasted bread would be weird. Nice, welcome back. Did you see that Captain America movie that had the Red Hulk? I did. It was alright. You know, it was better than people were saying, but that's true of, like, you know, pretty much every Marvel movie now. Like, everyone's either like, it's the fucking worst, or it's the best, Marvel's back, and I've never felt like I saw a Marvel movie where I was like, oh, it's the worst. Like, I was usually just like, yeah, no, it's pretty good, you know? Alright, let me... I'll just change the title to reflect things a little bit better. Alright, anyway. Yeah, I heard it was just okay. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't bad. It's about what I expected. But to be fair, that's pretty much what I go into every Marvel movie thinking is like, if I have fun watching this, it's a good one. And it had some stuff in it that I wasn't expecting that I thought was pretty cool. So, if you're like a big Marvel fan, I'd say it's worth a watch. If you're just like, Marvel's alright, then you could probably skip it.
I'll bite your throat out.
Fine.
But
I'm unstoppable.
yeah, it's I like the new movie a lot.
What a pain.
It didn't hit as hard as Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but there were definitely a lot of times in the theater where I was crying. So, you know,
I'm scissors, you're
that's good enough for me to feel like I've gotten my money's worth out of a movie.
Understood.
What's with all the new cards all of a sudden? They also gain max HP. Interesting. Let's go through this one again. Yo, money. I haven't even been to a store yet. Yo, more money. Alright. I gotta find a place to spend all these monies. I got here recently because I was busy as well. It's a busy time. Just in general in the world. I'll just buy shit at random. I don't know. Alright, there we go. Spent the money. Let's go kill this Pinocchio-making fucker. Geppetto's such a weird name to choose for this boss. I mean, I get it, because he's like a puppet sort of thing. Like he has all the strings and everything, but...
With this power,
Imagine being on like the super secret Black Ops case. And they're like, what should we name it? And they're like, how about Geppetto?
My blade is already sheathed.
You're like, come on, man, we can do better than that.
Get lost!
for you, I'll eliminate any obstacles.
Let's regroup. Victory, the only option. Scatter! You're done!
Stand still.
My heart is a mirror. Weakling. No room for mercy.
What? You get back here.
It's over. Let's hurry it up.
A deep
Swift and decisive. Purging slash.
Alright, let's see if we can do enough damage to kill it before it gets back up.
Alright. How annoying. Get flushed!
I'll bite your throat out.
We didn't, but it was close.
Take this.
I'm unstoppable.
Alright. One weekly down. The thing that's annoying is I looked up what you can do if you have neck pain from, you know, whiplash or something like that, and it was like, use heat or use cold, or, you know, try to like not use your neck very much, or also try to use your neck more to like loosen it up. I'm like, you can't just give me completely opposite advice on every end. How am I supposed to know which thing is the good one? tried using a heating pad last night on it. Didn't seem to do anything. Alright, so that's done. Let's do some grinding for materials, because
You're ready
I
to touch my tail?
pretty
And
much
this
built
is
my
it.
ice
I'm at
team,
your
my
disposal.
fire
Need something?
team.
A new case
My
to solve?
electric team is okay for the most part.
How can I help?
It's laying down, stop the pain. Not really, because
Officer, good day? Huh?
I mean, I guess I
something the
haven't
matter?
tried laying like flat on my back.
You want to tell
But-
Officer 148, Juyuan, ready.
Even if I try to like prop myself up with a pillow or whatever, it's just annoying. It's always there in the back of my mind. Yeah, Nicole still needs some upgrades. So that's
Don't
what
just
we're
think
gonna
about
work
it.
for on this.
Do it.
And then we'll probably do some battle tower. Yeah, this has happened a few times too when I've been climbing and like,
Activate.
especially if I've been on the belly where it's overhanging. If I've fallen off that and landed like flat on my back, sometimes that'll do it. But I didn't do that last time, and I'm still feeling it. So I don't know. I'm excited that this weekend is another F1 race weekend, though. Should be fun. It's Imola this weekend, I believe. I feel so bad. I don't know how many of you follow F1 at all, but if you do, then you're probably aware of Jack Doohan, the new rookie Australian driver. He got like, what, 5 races or 6 races, and then they kicked him out. Fucking sucks, man. I feel so bad for him. That's the crazy thing about F1 is like most of those guys come into F1 and they're like, 19 or 20, like they're all really young, and they'll have like their career as an F1 driver. Most of them last maybe a year, 2, 3 years, but not very long. And then like that's it. Like they can go on to drive for other promotions like IndyCar and stuff, but like as far as F1 goes, that's just their career. And it's like, imagine having the peak of your professional career when you're like 19 or 20, and then the rest of your life you're just like, yep, that was the best. They have to be young, otherwise they don't have the reflexes. Yeah, it's true. Like, I understand why they're young. I'm just like, it's wild to think you could go on to be a car salesman. Now listen, I drove real fast cars, so I know that this is a good car. Current deployment list is full. Alright. Alright. Let's do some tower. What's up, Kieran? Boot Hill? Welcome in. Old school F1 was basically high-speed coffin on wheels. Oh yeah, because they didn't used to build the cars with crumple points. So like the car would be totally fine. And the driver inside would be totally ruined.
I'm unstoppable!
bad start. We'll do something better on that one.
I pledge my honor!
Lost my 50-50 on the Wenjin banner the other night. Damn. R.I.P. F's in the chat.
Buzz off!
It's your shift, Lighter.
Damn it. That? Oh, I didn't switch the Bangaboo. Okay. I was like, who's doing ice damage? What?
The work site is just like a battlefield.
Yo, what's up, Roxas?
Things are about to get violent.
The Hugo and Lighter to get both of my boys Icy Vamp and Punch Stream. And we're planning push-up stream.
Killer is unstoppable!
Well, right now I've got whiplash from climbing, so now is a bad time. But also, I don't like doing push-ups, so I don't want to do that for a whole stream.
Gotcha now. I'm unstoppable.
Easy now.
That seemed like bullshit.
Just try me.
We're mentioning the friends we made along the way. That's right. That's some big range I didn't know he had.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Now I'm doing some Kingdom Hearts recom grinding, also some Assassin's Creed Valhalla story stuff. Nice. Hope you have fun with this. Ooh. Okay, Star Rail has a character who chooses an ally to copy their damage type and deal that same type of damage. Do you think something like that could be in ZZZ? Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. Would make for a good agent to keep things from going obsolete with new characters, because, you know, if you build up this character who can copy somebody else's damage type and all that, then you could potentially keep him going even when it's when they introduce a new character of a different damage type or whatever. Tag team mechanics. What do you mean? Like Ben and Kaleda? Like their team up attack? Because otherwise we kind of do have tag team mechanics. You call your people in, swap them out, they come in, do some damage, then they leave. Fucking...
I'm cruising now.
Hyper, you're going the wrong way.
A work site is just like a battlefield. It's authorized personnel only!
Don't get comfy just yet.
I'll keep everyone safe.
No problem.
Try this.
Have to keep everyone safe, Ben. Yeah, he's the only one left, so it's really up to him.
Try me. End of the line.
What's up, matey? Is that a good name to call you?
Try this.
Matey Zaidi?
Just try me. Try this. Stand behind the yellow line.
Okay.
You should have worn a hard hat! Ah! Can't clock out yet. Ah! I'll take it. Try this. End of the line. Yeah.
The Bang Boo can't actually like cause an element, like an anomaly thing to happen, right? They can fill the bar, but they can't actually proc the like explosion of it, right? Like they can't inflict.
Try this.
It's a good workout and then some. Oh yeah, he's after this fight, he's gonna be 30 pounds lighter. Ben Gaming. That's right. We do be gaming.
Just try me. End of the line. Try this. Try
Bro,
this.
his attacks, I keep thinking they're gonna hit me and then they're not timed right. Can't counter you because you've got weird ass attacks. There we go.
A work site is just like a battlefield. My pillar is unstoppable!
ZZZ seems like the best agents. Gonna be Sanbi and Miyabi due to signature Wenjin plus has best possible drive diff. Plus using Astro-like support. Yeah, that makes sense. I could probably make all of my teams a little bit better if I really wanted to go through the trouble of optimizing their discs, but I just don't care enough to do it.
Just try me. Try this.
And my hand's starting to get a cramp.
I'll take it.
trying to ramp up the drama. And boy, is that dramatic. God damn it. Alright. That was just a warm-up. I wasn't even trying. Become the very thing I swore to defeat. Mine is decent discs, it's just not within excellent range if I were to want the best damage. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Yes, the real fight. Standing on one leg, as I always do when I really want to do my best.
I pledge my honor!
Try this! I'll take it! Just try me!
Alexa
End of the line.
standing here from Metal Gear Solid. Standing here,
End of the line.
I realize I'm on one
Back up
leg.
is here. Oh, better buckle up.
For the first time tuning in, trying to farm as much polychrome as I can for Vivian, only 14 away, and I'm guaranteed the 50-50. Nice. Welcome in, Cosmic Jackson.
The work site is just like a battlefield.
Things are about to get
Enjoy
violent.
the show, and good luck with your farming.
Pedal to the metal.
Do it now!
There it is.
Safety first, team!
Metal Gear Vengeance.
I'm unstoppable! Gotcha!
I'll take it! Hey, hey, hey!
Hey. Healing senses fired up.
Buzz off!
Stand behind the yellow line!
Go the extra mile.
Need more Perry type agents. I agree.
Watch and learn!
I think it's a very fun.
Killer is unstoppable! Ah!
Little old me knows when to get down. It's tough.
I do hope I get Anaxa because I really want a weakness implanter like Silver.
Gotcha now!
Run away.
Not bad, not bad. Gotcha!
I'm ready!
Make way for the undefeated champion!
Damn.
Got your back.
What?
End of the line!
Fucking missed.
A work site is just like a battlefield.
Little old me knows when to get down. Kick into gear.
Silver, but I hope you play out the building still. I hope it works out. Fuck. Why did he hit that time? Missed the last time. Did the same thing.
End of the line.
Welcome. Welcome in, Brandon.
Out of my way! Yeah!
Run away!
Buckle up!
Hope the Black Swan reruns cover suit.
Get behind me.
Coming through!
It's authorized personnel only.
Sit again.
Let's try again. Hey! Hey!
Try this. End of the line. End of the line.
Healing fist is fired up!
Woo.
I'll take it. End of the line. Try this.
Backup is here!
Whoa.
Better buckle up! Kick into gear!
End of the line. Try this.
This ought to do it!
I'm ready. My pillar is unstoppable.
Aw, what? Fucking claw blocked it.
Try this.
Didn't know that could happen. That's fine. We got this.
End of the line. Try this.
Wait for me! Healing fist is fired up!
Just try me. Try this.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, climbing one floor higher. Assist follow-ups, inflict more damage. Ultimates inflict 30% more days. That one, I guess. Alright, well, let's do my OG team then. It's been a while since I've used Billy.
Don't move!
Got it.
Wow. I wouldn't have thought those little pot shots would have killed, but apparently they will. You gotta be careful.
In my sights.
On the road.
There we go.
Out of my way! Yeah!
A work site is just like a battlefield.
Whoa! Let's move!
Whoa. Alright. Ow.
It's my turn! Bang!
I'll take it. Hey, hey, hey!
Backup is here. Buckle up.
Don't move!
Yeah! End of the line! End of the line!
Ah.
Fired up.
Damn it, stop running away.
I got you back!
Oh god.
Coming through.
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Now or never! Maximum firepower!
My killer is unstoppable!
Don't worry, everyone will get their share! Ah!
Kick into gear.
I've got plenty of bullets! Stand still! Woohoo!
Just try me! End of the line!
This guy's a pretty good counter to Ben because he runs away and then does his attack, so I can't hit him with the big counter damage.
It's my turn! Try this!
Just try me!
I'm cruising now.
Stand behind the yellow line!
Move over! Time for the real show!
Pedal to the metal.
It's authorized personnel only!
You gotta charge right through.
It's showtime! It's I've got plenty of bullets! Quit moving!
Yeah!
damage.
I've got plenty of time. It's my turn.
This ought to do it.
No trespassing on the job site!
Together now, maximum firepower. Don't worry, everyone will get their share. Ha!
My pillar is unstoppable!
Buckle up. Yeah. Don't get comfy just yet.
Don't move. Bang!
There we go. Wouldn't have been so bad if he wasn't immune to fire. We're not immune, but, you know, strong. Alright. We're gonna do something crazy then. We're going these two one hit only, basically. So now that we got more people in here, I'll ask some of you guys. So today is the first speaks to solo Ben. That would be not crazy at all. In fact, that's the ideal way you're supposed to play this game. So today is the first attempt I have made at doing the
This time.
the Monday morning Moonbase Mtalkshow.
Get back.
So, if anybody out there has a story about when they were betrayed, they betrayed somebody, or if they want some advice on
Awaken.
avoiding betrayal or how to betray somebody, I guess I could advise on that. Viewer call-ins are live currently. You can hit the button at the bottom of the stream or top of the stream. I don't remember where it is exactly, but you hit that button and then you can call in and we can discuss these things. And it doesn't have to be about betrayal. That's just a topic I gave as an example because I thought that might stoke the fires of conversation a little bit. So we moon talking. Fuck. That's the idea. Moon talking indeed. Is that why I see a call-in button? That is, yes. You can call in and discuss the topic. I wanted to do kind of like a, you know, Monday morning radio show sort of deal. It's actually why we're playing the game right now is just didn't have a lot of call-ins earlier, so I thought you guys might be bored just seeing me sit here. And it looks like we have our first call-in, so let's see. How does that... what? So it said invite. So I clicked invite. But I don't know what that did. Alright, hello. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, there you are. Tiago, welcome in. I'm muted. Microphone access is denied. Interesting. Okay, that's something I need to figure out then. Okay. Give me just a second. This is the first time trying this. Just like that Space Coast talk show. Yeah, pretty much. Alright, so can you guys hear Tiago if he talks? I'm gonna assume probably not. Application audio. Let's try. Alright. Okay, so I've got one here labeled Twitch. Let's try that. Alright, Tiago, can you give me a quick check? Just like test. Like,
Okay, talking. I still can't hear you.
okay.
Testing.
Can you guys
Oh,
hear
I can hear me
him
on the stream.
now?
I can hear me on the stream.
Okay, you can hear you. That's good. That's one piece of it
Yes.
figured out. And now for this part, turn mic on. Why does it make this difficult? Okay, so it says I have to enable my audio, which shouldn't be that difficult, you would think. How to set your microphone up. Okay, that's not helpful. Okay. How do you see your devices, like, for a specific website? Click settings. Privacy and security. Site settings. Blocked microphone. There we go. Allow. Alright. So I've clicked to allow my mic on Twitch. Now let me see if that does it. Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, now I can.
Great. And on the stream, are you guys hearing me twice? Yes? No? Hello? Anybody? It doesn't look like you would be, so I think we're fine. Okay. All right. Then there we go. Finally,
Yes.
everything is set up. Okay, so Tiago, as the first call-in on the Monday morning Moonbase Mtalkshow, what would you like to talk about? You got a story of betrayal, or you want some advice on how to betray somebody? This is really your time. If you have something else you want to talk about, we can talk about that too.
First, I want to know how I can betray someone.
Well, I guess it depends on how badly, like, do you want to, like fuck them up forever, or is this just, like, petty kind of stuff?
Fuck them up forever.
Okay. I mean, framing somebody for murder is always a good one. You know, like, if you... It's a classic move, right? You go out, buy a gun, you know, illegally. You don't want to get one that's, like, tied to you. You get the gun, wear gloves, shoot somebody, and then, like, tell your friend or, you know, your parent or whoever it is you're trying to betray, Be like, yo, check out this gun. It's pretty cool, right? Let them hold it. And when they're like, oh, yeah, it is pretty cool, then you've got their fingerprints on the gun. So then you can call the police and be like, I heard a murder over in this house. And then you leave the gun there. They go to jail at least 20 years. So that's a pretty good way. Just like from a baseline.
Yeah, it is.
You seem maybe not totally pleased with. Is that too far, or is that
I'm trying to think of something that I can do
okay?
related to robbing. Trying to rob something
Trying to rob
and then
somebody.
blame someone else.
Okay, so framing somebody for robbery. So
Frame.
still framing them, but
Yeah.
just not for murder. Basically the same deal. Just instead of like, yo, here's this gun, touch it. You would just be like, steal some kind of, I don't know, painting or diamond, or it's got to be worth a lot to get them sent to jail forever. So, be like, doesn't this look cool? Then they touch it, and then you're like, got the fingerprints, and you could even turn them in for like an extra reward potentially. But then the hard part is, trying to steal something that's worth enough that you can get them sent to jail forever, but not get not have like crazy security around it.
Yeah. I think you can steal a car, kill a bunch of people with the car, and then put the car next to their home or their garage, so they're going to think it's the other person, not you. I think that's a more easy way.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I guess something I should probably say is, for legal reasons, this is not
This is a
advice.
It's a joke. It's a joke podcast.
I am not advocating for crime of any kind in real life, and if somebody chooses to do crime, well, that's on them,
Yeah. You can try doing this, but like on Minecraft, on GTA, something like that.
Yeah, yeah. Those are good places to do these theoretical, theoretical crimes.
Unrealistic.
We're just betraying people in Minecraft. Exactly.
Yes, yes.
You
Just
would,
put a bunch of TNT on their house.
yeah,
On
you would
Minecraft.
never do this in real life. That would be
Stupid.
unthinkable. Um, are there cars in Minecraft yet? I don't play Minecraft.
No, there's the mine carts.
That's close enough. That's harder to
Yeah,
run someone
it's
over
there.
with though, because you have to like build the cart to run to them, and they have to
Well,
sit
we do
there.
have horses. There's the horse.
That's true. There's definitely options to run people over for sure. All right. Well, thank you for calling in. I appreciate that. Is
Yes.
there anything else you'd like to discuss with Betrayal before we head back?
Yeah, I think that was it because we already talked about other betrayals on media, like movies, anime, so I think that was it.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm
No problem.
I'm glad to have you be the test of all the things that I need to get set up for these things.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good stream.
Yeah, yeah, thank you. Have a good watching of the stream if you hang around.
Yeah, will be.
All right,
Okay, bye.
there we go. All right, cool. I'm glad it worked. It took a minute to get working, but very cool. Yeah, ideally, like, as we do this more and it builds up steam, then we can have Mondays be this kind of thing where we do this talk show sort of deal. In the beginning, I am probably going to be like playing something else while we wait for people, because, you know, I'm not a very big streamer, so it's just, you know, it's just not going to have as many people as someone else might. In a Roblox server, how can we betray? I mean, Roblox, it's going to depend on what game you're playing. You know, like, if you're playing that Blue Lock one that I played when I played Roblox, you could always just score your own goals into your own net. Wow. That was bullshit. Alright. Here we go. Gotta get rid of these guys. My English, my first language is Portuguese. Your English is really good. I assumed you were like from the U.S., but just like Hispanic, because yeah, your English is like native level. Yeah, excellent work with the English. Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
It's over.
Well, once you said Portuguese, I figured you were probably from Brazil.
I'm unstoppable.
That made sense. But
Don't move.
yeah, no, your English is really good. It's a testament to how impressive everybody else in the world is. Because I'd never learned a second language. I took a little bit of Spanish.
My blade is already
Well, I took 3 years of Spanish in high school, but I don't know any Spanish anymore. And a lot of people in a lot of other countries will learn English, which is reportedly like the hardest language to learn, or one of. And like, yeah, you're just
Take this.
incredible at speaking it.
Weakling.
This is where I need a stun character, because this is
Out of the way.
taking forever.
Get back.
We have to learn either Spanish or English in school besides
Focusing.
Portuguese.
Let's hurry it up.
That's cool. It's probably more useful than it is for a lot of people here to learn Spanish. Because, like,
I swear on
not
my
saying
blade.
it's like a bad thing to learn Spanish here. We do have a fairly large Spanish-speaking population, but it's certainly not
How
as
annoying.
as versatile as learning English, because, you know, they
It's
say that's
over.
the language of business, and it is really the language that seems to be taking over everything. Fuck.
I'm the only one left? Let's get serious.
Fell apart. Alright. I guess something else that would maybe be helpful for doing this talk show thing is if I commissioned like a background or something that looks like an old school, like talk show kind of thing, you know, with like a couch setup and all that. But I don't know. It's probably also just trying to get people into it. It's gonna take some time. Do I have anyone else to use besides Miyavi and Ellen? I mean, I've got Billy and Piper and Ben, but they're pretty low health. And none of them are gonna be that helpful in this, I don't feel.
Get back. Out of the way. I'm the only one left? Let's...
Alright. Let's see if I can get a third person on here and maybe make that a little easier. Alright. Alright. Let's get Ben in there. Let's see if maybe that'll make the difference. I mean, still, basically, both the damage dealers have no health, but it should be at least a little bit nicer.
Weakling. I swear on my blade.
Say Piper could work for more disorder. Probably. It's not a bad idea.
It's over. Shatter. Get lost. Out of the way. Yep. Take this. You're done. No room for mercy.
Just try me. Try this.
My blade
Ben's
strikes.
a good pick for this, just because then he can give the
My blade is
bonus
already sheathed.
shield.
You're done. Scatter. Press forward. You're done.
Just try me.
Sweep it off me.
Stand behind the yellow line.
The light is but one step away. I'm happy to be of service. Victory, the only option. How annoying. Get flushed!
It's authorized personnel only.
Yo, Femc Grim. Thank you for the raid. Very much appreciate it. Welcome in. What were you guys up to? Playing Zenless yourself? Ah,
I'll
fuck.
do it.
Alright, that's fine. Miyabi and Ben,
It's over.
the team that everybody uses.
End of the line. Just try me.
You're actually coming in on the first, Cosmic Zaxxon, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. Alright, hold on a second. Yeah, I got chapter 2 done and on the special episode with Jane. Oh, nice. So you're pretty new to the game then. What do you think so far? Chapter 2 best chapter? Yeah, so far? So far at least? You're actually here on the first day of what I'm trying to do is, a Twitch talk show, basically. So we've got viewer call-ins right now. If anybody wants to call in and chat, today's topic is betrayal, but we can also kind of talk about anything. Either way, thank you so much for the raid. It's very much appreciated. All right, I'm gonna.
My blade is already sheathed.
Yo, Konpekinosora, thank you for following. Very much appreciated.
Work site is just like a battlefield.
I wasn't already following.
You should have
It happens.
I swear on my blade. Yeah. Over.
All right, we're getting there. We're making it happen.
You're done.
Ugh. Gotta be careful on that one.
Just try me.
Yeah, that's why it's nice having Ben on the team. No matter who you got, he may not have the synergy going, but he can protect everybody with that shield. Oh my god, man. I do wish I had somebody who could stun, though. This is ridiculous. These are so tanky. They really are. This is like...
Just try me. End of the line. End of the line.
There we go.
Stand behind the yellow line.
An opening.
About fucking time. Yo, Femsigrim, thank you for the follow. Very much appreciated. If you guys are tired, thirsty, hungry, got a raid and run, I understand.
Is unstoppable.
But if you want to stick around for a little bit, we're just doing battle tower stuff. Ooh. No. Yo, what? Yo, Lucy. Ah, fuck. Thank you for the raid. Very much appreciated. Hope you had a good stream. What have you been up to?
Press forward.
And everybody in the chat here, I've explained it like 4 times in the last 2 minutes, so I'm sorry if you're listening and getting tired of hearing the explanation. But today is the first episode of Monday morning Moonbase Mtalkshow, where I accept call-ins from the audience about a particular topic or anything if people want advice. So today's topic is betrayal. If you've got a good story about betrayal, or you want some advice on how to avoid it or how to do it, the call-in button is there. The lines are open. But yeah, thank you so much. Lucy, very much appreciated. If you're going to be around it, or if you're going to be around, enjoy that. And if
One
you
more
have to
time.
raid and run,
It's
that's
authorized
also
personnel only.
that's also totally okay. Very much appreciated.
End of the line.
Come in at all. We gotta get another collab going soon. I forgot we got chapter 3 done too. Still surprised. Oh, still surprised about Kaleda's dad. All right, hold on a second. There's a lot happening in the chat. Also betrayals. I mean, I have a few stories. Ooh, well, if you got some stories, feel free to hit that call-in button. I'll get you in here, and we can discuss them. How to do that? Yeah. So, I mean, do you guys have a specific type of betrayal you'd like to get advice on? Because we can talk about it in depth if you want to call in. Otherwise, yeah, I gave Tiago some advice on how to ruin somebody's life entirely. That kind of betrayal. If you want something like a little bit less permanent, I can give some advice on that. And legally, don't actually do any of this. I'm not advocating crime. I'm not telling anybody to do anything that they shouldn't. I'm just a guy on the internet trying to be funny. So if you do some dumb shit, that's not on me. Oh, I see. 10 calf lifts. Fair enough. Oh, we're getting advice to betray? Yeah. Well, of course. Oh, I see Femc Grims here in the chat. So let's get them in here. And we can... I'll do these calf lifts while we talk. All right. You are on the air. Welcome in.
Hi. First off, I wanted to say I loved your voice in the story.
Thank you.
Ben was my favorite character throughout chapter 2.
Thank you. That means a lot because there's a lot of really cool characters in this game and a lot of great stories. I feel incredibly lucky to have the part. So yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Now, as far as betrayal goes, what are these stories of which you speak?
Well, one thing I want to mention is that betrayal can't come from anywhere, and sometimes you just never really see it coming, especially when it's super close to you.
Mm-hmm.
And as someone who has been betrayed a lot by both friends and family, I just want to say that you should never blame yourself for the betrayal.
Right.
If it's someone betraying you.
Totally.
It's their actions that they did this. And as for someone who beat herself up a lot of the time after one certain betrayal, you shouldn't do that.
Agreed. Yes. It's not your responsibility to deal with somebody else's shitty actions.
Yeah, and sometimes the justice for that betrayal may never come, and you'll have to recover safely from that, and you can build yourself up afterwards. And while the scars will still remain there, you can make yourself better from those scars.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah. Thank you.
So, you don't have to get into specifics if you don't want to. If you want to discuss any specific betrayals, totally happy to do that as well. I was saying earlier, I've only ever really been betrayed in one way, and it wasn't that serious. It was, I was gonna meet my friend at a Dave & Buster's for our joint birthday celebration. He never showed up, and then I found out he did not have a good reason. His car didn't break down or anything. He just didn't show up, and then we just kind of stopped being friends after that. So that was
Yeah.
that's really it for what I've gone through. But
Um, I want to apologize because some of these will kind of get a little bit, kind of dark in ways. But I feel like the safest betrayal story I could probably go with was something that happened throughout the entirety of my high school career.
hmm,
Um, so you'll sometimes meet a friend and you'll get along pretty well with them, and you never and that happened with me, and she was it was an on again off again friendship, and it seemed fine until around um freshman year when there was an event that really tore our group apart, that ended up having someone be arrested and someone leaving our school.
hmm.
And we never really recovered from that, and we would try to be cordial with each other, and then
Yeah,
see,
I mean, once someone gets arrested, I feel like that's a hard point to come back from. Uh,
well, the person it before the person who got arrested was someone who had really harmed our friend in ways that a kid should not be harmed.
yeah. Uh, well, I mean, that's good they got their comeuppance then.
Yeah, and we had she and the friend and we had both been dating the victim at the time, and the victim evidently left me for her, and she ended up blaming the guy for getting hurt. And that's what kind of split the group apart because he had nothing wrong to do with it.
Hmm.
And so around we kept being on and off again, and then senior year we're still kind of friends, and then I learned she was trying to destroy my reputation in the school behind my back while still pretending to be my friend.
Wow. Yeah. That's I mean that's something that I find interesting in general is like cuz at my school there wasn't a lot of like bullying or like drama like that. I mean, there were some things here and there, but for the most part, like everybody just kind of got along with each other. So um, it's always crazy to me to hear these stories of people where it's like, yeah, people were deliberately trying to ruin my life, like in high school, you know?
Yeah.
Um,
The,
it's like the stakes are so low, you know? Like,
the funny part is she tried to blame me being on the spectrum for it.
yeah, I mean, I assume when you're in a situation where you're like just trying to find any way out of it, you'll just blame anything you can. But yeah, that's shitty.
Yeah, and I was the kind of person, I didn't notice it, and it ended up being, thankfully, my mother who pointed it all out, because I would come home crying about all the drama, and she's like, "Fem, you do realize she's stabbing you in the back, right?" And I'm like, "No." Like, I don't want to think horribly about this person because we've been close all year.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then she tried to tear our friend group apart with lies, and our friend group's just looking at her like, the heck?
Yeah, see my friend group was just a bunch of it was like, you know, me and four other nerd ass dudes, so nothing ever happened. Like most of our drama was like, "Ah, dude, you said you were going to invite me over to play Borderlands when it came out and then you didn't." And I was like, "Oh yeah, my bad." And like that was it. So uh
Yeah.
yeah, I was lucky enough not to have to deal with any of that, but you know,
The end came up when the comeuppance when my mother scolded her in front of a lot of students, and it got around, and she ended up actually having to be pulled out because teachers were like pointing out that she would do this to other kids too.
so was she the one who got arrested?
No, it was an older classman.
Uh, okay. I
It
think
was, I
I.
want to say she was a junior
Okay.
who had been held back a few years who did it.
Okay. I think I understand what they did that got them sent to jail, and that's that's something that happened at my school as well. With at least one teacher, but I want to say two of them eventually went to jail for being a little too friendly with the
Oof.
students.
Yeah, just so it's wild when like you hear it's still happening and you remember. And I'm an aficionado of just old, ridiculous old films and stuff, and you'd
Mm-hmm.
kind of be shocked how kind of normal it was. Like
Oh yeah.
it was kind of done in like old shows and stuff, and you're like, that was acceptable back then.
I mean, it's not even that long ago. Like in Friends, there's a plot line where Ross is like dating one of his students, and like they're all kind of making fun of him for it because he's like, 36 dating like a 21 year old, or I think she's 20 because she's like, I can't drink yet, and like it's played off as like this comedic, like, it's funny because he's dating this younger woman, and I'm like, this is wildly unethical. uh which they do bring up in the show. They're like, yeah, if somebody finds out, I could get fired. And I'm like, yeah, so maybe don't do that.
It's also kind of normalized in Persona 5
Oh
with
yeah.
your social link with I want to say is it Kakami?
Kawakami, maybe.
Kawakami, yeah. It
Yeah.
like you see the bad side of it with the coach and harassing the students, and then you could straight up date your teacher.
Yeah. No, it is a very weird thing, especially because it's not just like, oh, your teacher helps you study, and then like start to find you have something in common. It's like your teacher is your weird maid, who's like also. I was like, why is she like a maid service woman? And like, I don't know. That was a very weird part of that game for sure. Especially because
Yeah.
they make such a big deal about, like, oh yeah, the track coach, he was a dirtbag. And then you're like, I mean, what about your other teacher who's doing the same thing?
Well, to someone does mention it in chat. She was doing the maid service woman for a good reason, and it was to you learn like throughout her social links why she's doing it. But also, even then, it is kind of messed up.
It's a tragic thing around her. Okay. Yeah, I never
Yeah,
finished her social link because I was like, this is weird. But,
yeah.
yeah, I mean,
Would
she might have a tragic backstory, but also, like, that tragedy doesn't allow you to, start dating a 17-year-old.
yeah. And it's just you don't do that.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah,
I mean, people around town still know, like, all about that teacher who went down for it at my school cuz he still lives in town, and you know, every once in a while people will see him around, and they're like, "Ew."
yeah.
And
I mean,
I guess you can't send them to jail forever, but like, it does feel weird to have them just be around, you know?
yeah. And then if you watch To Catch a Predator or the uh the,
Mm.
the Chris Hansen thing on True Blue, you'll realize there are a lot more teachers that are into kids too.
Oh, yes. No, I
Um,
mean, it's that's the thing, is like, there is, in a lot of those situations, there is an element of like kids being like, no, I actually like the teacher and we're gonna date and whatever. But it's like, part of the reason that they've made that illegal is because kids literally don't know better. They like can't they don't have the life experience to understand how they're being taken advantage of. So like that's why kids can't consent.
Yeah.
Because that is what happened with that teacher. Like, he went to jail and the girl was like, I'll wait for you. And I was like, you don't understand what's happening here. Like, he's going to jail. His life is going to be ruined. He's not going to want to date you when he comes out. Like, this is, it's a tragedy, but it's kind of an unsolvable problem to a degree because, like, pedophiles in general are attracted to jobs that allow them to take advantage of kids, which often happen to be the jobs that are like the ones where you would need people to be the most trustworthy with kids, but like there's not a way to fix that. Like that's always how it's going to be. People who want to do something illegal are going to try to find the best way to do it, but
Yeah.
that's why it's got to come
I'm
down
getting a
to
look.
parents,
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting a look of betrayal from my cat because I had to close a window.
Fair enough. That's the betrayal being committed.
That's the
right
true
now.
betrayal right there.
Exactly. All right.
But yeah, I don't have to go into the other story too. If like you're busy doing other stuff and you want to take other callers too, I'm glad I was able to do this.
Nobody else is calling in yet, so if you've got another story, yeah, go for it.
This one ironically has to do with family.
Ooh.
Because family, the betrayal hits harder.
Yes.
And
it's a lot more personal.
It is a lot more personal, and for me it was ironically my biological father. I should probably clarify. My parents kind of got divorced around when I was 2 after my father was cheating on her multiple times in their relationship, including while she was pregnant with me.
Right, as
And
one
about
does.
and while they were getting married, he was seeing another woman too. And I've never really had someone really like cheat on me, but that betrayal of someone you love deeply deciding that you aren't enough and betraying you by sleeping or seeing with another.
Yeah.
That's a betrayal that's really hard to go through. And
Yeah.
I also I'm I'm a big advocate for therapy for trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure like 95% of everyone needs therapy at some point.
Oh yeah. No, like you have to learn to process things in a healthy and helpful way instead of just processing them however feels natural to you. Because often, like, it's hard to process things and it kind of sucks to do it most of the time. So, like, naturally, if you're just a dude living in Wisconsin who has never been to therapy, are you gonna like know how to process your feelings healthily, or are you just gonna be like, I mean, I'll just grab another beer,
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. People absolutely need therapy. Um, Ironically, I was actually originally I was planning on doing this whole thing on like a Thursday, so it could be like Therapy Thursday. And then I was like, I probably shouldn't call it that because I'm not a therapist, I'm not licensed, and I probably won't make things better for people. So I was like,
That is true.
yeah. But
But the I was gonna say like the guy was awesome. As a young like impressionable kid in kind of the heavy rooted areas of Georgia, you don't get a lot of people kind of advocating for therapy, especially when like growing up you're living in the bad parts of town.
yeah.
like areas that were falling quick, and then you're up you move up into like the higher echelon areas with all the money,
Yeah.
and yet still as much crime.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the South in general, I feel like is not like a very big like mental health kind of place. Um there's like pockets of it depending on, it's mostly like big cities, like um if you go to Dallas, Texas, like it's barely Texas at that point cuz like everybody who lives there is there for work or, something. So like,
Mm-hmm.
most of the attitudes you get in a place like that are just like regular people from, you know, various Midwestern states who have moved there. So you hear that and they're like, "Oh yeah, I go to therapy, whatever." But if you go to like a border town at the bottom of Texas, like you're not going to get that. They're like, "Therapy, what the fuck is that?"
Yeah, what the heck is therapy? We solve all our issues with either alcohol, something else.
Yep.
Um,
Alcohol or violence towards others usually.
or substances.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, or as someone who unfortunately got really hooked onto reality TV by her aunt,
Hmm.
some people will turn to vices that aren't specifically healthy
Yeah.
or what.
I would say that's the biggest danger of the modern era is like how many total addictions it's so easy to get while also like not knowing it. Cuz like nobody like accidentally gets addicted to cocaine. Like you have to actively be doing it. But like everyone's addicted to their phone. And, computer, like anything technological, I feel is like the worst, most, well, not the worst, but it's the most prevalent addiction around at the moment. And it's kind of unavoidable for a lot of people. Like, I can't not have my phone because I use it for work stuff as well as communicating with people. So, like, you know, you have to have the self discipline to literally be like, I'm just going to be bored. Like, I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to be bored. And, like, that's how you break that addiction. And it sucks. Like, a few years ago, I realized I was like, I can't watch a TV show without being on my phone. Or, like, playing a game in between loading screens. I feel like I have to be on my phone, like on Reddit, looking at memes and whatever. And I was like, I don't like this. So I started trying to actively not use my phone in times where I was like doing something else, and it's miserable. Like when you're starting it and you're used to being on your phone all the time, you're just so bored and it's so hard to focus, even on something that you care about and want to watch. Like you're just like, I don't know, I could be on my phone right now. Like even though you don't want to be, it's just what your brain says you should do. So it's tough. Like I don't know how, I'm an uncle now. My older brother had a kid, and I have no idea how you raise a kid now to not be super addicted to all of it, like immediately, Because
Yeah,
even if you wait until they're like 12 or 13 to give them a phone, as soon as they get it, they're going to get addicted. Like, and you know, uh, it's something that like kind of like caffeine. Like people don't say like, oh, you should stop drinking so much caffeine. You should say, people just kind of accept it.
mm,
So I don't know. I don't know how you raise a child to not fall into that same stuff.
yeah, I completely understand you. I mean, I too am addicted to my phone. It gets to a point where I where I've tried to just like let my phone die and then I'll plug it in and then let it sit on the opposite end of the room while I do something else.
Yeah.
And I'm slowly trying to get back into reading. Like I've been
Mm.
working through the Terry Pratchett series.
Okay.
Probably not.
Which one?
Um, I've been going through currently the Night Watch series,
Okay.
where it's the, and I think I just finished Thud.
I have never read any of them, but I hear all the time that he's like, a legend. So I should get back into reading real books, but the problem is I record audiobooks and most of them are shit. So like I'm like I already read these books for work and most of them are not good. So then when I sit down to read a different book, even if I know it's good, I'm like, I just don't want to. There's so much time, you know. I
This
just
will not help with the phone addiction, but I highly suggest like if I know like you know that there are fan fiction sites out there, right?
yeah.
Something I love kind of seeing is just people write the wholesomest fan fictions
Mm-hmm.
of people's characters. And I highly suggest like if you want like something good to read, going on like stuff like Archive of Our Own
Mm-hmm.
and looking up and you'll have to like, do some tag filters, but definitely searching up for how people love writing Ben to be wholesome is a
Yeah.
great way to get hope back in life.
I have not looked for Ben stuff specifically. I did read so on the channel for some of the points. People can redeem an ASMR thing where I'll read whatever ASMR style, and I have read the most cursed fan fiction through that. Uh, they were all like B movie related as well, so I imagine they'd be they'd be better than those. Um, but yeah, I mostly read a lot of comic books when I read because, um, like I said, it's less of a time commitment and you know, it's got the colorful pictures, so now I don't get bored.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, see, David in the chat was saying same with Japan. They don't like therapy. I don't know if are there Asian countries that do like therapy because I know they don't in Japan, and I'm fairly certain they don't like it in Korea. I imagine they don't like it in China based on like all the things that China does. Um, I don't know. Is like mental health awareness a thing in some Asian countries?
I
I don't
know
know.
Singapore does it, I think. I know there are
Hmm,
some I know some people who work in Singapore who like their work will be like, yeah, take mental health breaks.
that's nice.
Um
Yeah,
Also I
Singapore is weird
decided
because it's like it feels like very futuristic, but also like sometimes not in a good way. Like it's futuristic because they're like take mental health seriously, but it's also futuristic in that it's like you littered, death penalty, you know.
Mhm. Also without doing filters and stuff on AO3, there are 280 results for Ben.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably
People like
not that
Ben.
much compared to some other characters, but that seems like a lot to me.
Harumasa I think only has like 100.
Well, take
You
that,
would
sick twink.
I mean, as someone who does like venti, I do appreciate a good twink. Um,
I do, that was something that with with the role of Ben, when I started to see like stuff about the other characters, I was like, I am going to have a very specific niche with some of my fans because I was like, you know, He's the only like big male character. He's also one of the few furry male characters. He's the only one who's like full. Well, I guess Lycon's also full furry. He's a full animal anyway. But like, he also fits the kind of soft sort of vibe that I think a lot of people like. So I was like, Ben will have a very dedicated fan base. It might not be the biggest fan base, but I feel like the people who like him will always like him, you know?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for calling in. It was really nice to talk to you, and thank you for rating. Again, that was
No problem.
very nice of you. Is there anything else you'd like to discuss before I head back?
I'll say this: if you look at the Power World Twitter, I don't know if you're on Twitter. They just released the thing, and one of the new pals looks like a Bangbu.
Ooh, Pow World. I do play that. Let me. New Pow World. Pals.
It's for the Tides of Terraria. Third image looks exactly like a Bangbu.
Hold on, my browser thinks I'm breaking in or something, so I have to do a. It said Tides of Terraria. Oh, is it the little yellow, like, shark
Yes.
thing? It really does. That's crazy.
It does.
Here, for anybody who's looking to see that, there's that. The pal that looks like a Bangbu.
It's given me so much serotonin. Anyway, thank you for having me on.
Yeah, sure thing. Thank you for coming. Appreciate it.
No problem.
You have a nice rest of the day.
You too. Have a good rest of the stream.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
All right. Lovely, lovely chat with Femc Grim. And let's do another shout out here. And there you go. And Smitzel, thank you for the suggestion to mute the music when I'm taking a call. Didn't think about it. Probably a good idea. My niece and nephews all grew up having a million apps on their iPads and stuff, getting nonstop ads. It's crazy because now you just can't imagine a world in which we're not so inundated with constant attention suckers when all kids are being absorbed off the bat now. Yeah, it's terrible the way it like just immediately hooks kids. Like, and they're doing it on purpose too. Like they're specifically trying to make it as addicting as possible so kids will just be hooked forever. All right. Weird thing is the Asian countries de-emphasize it, but it is where psychoanalysis has flourished. Fifth, probably because of the resonance between Jung and Buddhism. Why persona exists. Interesting. It's 100% a Bangbu from Temu. Yeah, it's a Bongbu. What's up, Mars Bars? Welcome in. You would have a very niche type of fan. We're still waiting for his S rank. I mean, you and me both. Should just be topless with 2 pillars. That's what I was saying. I mean, I didn't say you should be topless, but that's you guys. But I did say that he should have like 2 pillars on a chain and he's just using them like nunchucks. Thank you again for having me. It was really fun to just sit and chat. Yeah, thank you for calling, Femc. It's very much appreciated because, I had this idea. I thought it would be fun, but it only works if there's participation. So the fact that you called in and you participated, it means It means the world. Like their experiments on dreams in China. I don't know what dreams in China is. Pillar Man theme begins to play. Yeah, 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 yeah.
My blade is already sheathed.
It would be. I'll be happy with anything that they might do for an S-rank Ben. I don't feel like S-rank Ben is going to happen, but I will always hope for it because I think it would be super fun, super cool. And because, from a selfish perspective, then I get to do more lines for him. And doing sessions for Ben is absolutely one of my favorites.
Awaken.
Like, people do studies on dreams in China based on psychoanalysis. Interesting. Yeah, there we go. We did it. Topless with chains would be a sick aesthetic, and he'd need to have his actual glasses too. Oh yeah, S-rank Ben. He absolutely has glasses. He would have to. Alright, well, everybody's running low on health. But we're gonna try this. We're gonna try and make it through. We only need 2 more floors. And then we can have our optimal teams back. Can you guys just like group up a little bit?
Weakling.
S-rank Ben lives in our heart. Just like, whoa! Just like the Ben egg. Who's Augie? AGI? Aggie?
Press forward.
Talking about Yanagi? Is that what? Ben and Yanagi? Yanagi, okay. I didn't know people had a ship for them. It's interesting. I guess it makes sense because they're the 2, like, reasonable characters of their respective factions.
I'm cruising now.
S-rank is just Ben, but bigger. That's right. He evolves into Ben Biggest. Ultimate Ben.
My blade is already sheathed.
Punished Venom Ben. Punished Venom Snake. Ben is as large as the Gundam. That would be very hard to balance for combat and gameplay, I think.
Pedal to the metal. It's victory. The only option.
My blade is already sheep.
It's authorized personnel only! Try this!
This is kind of a weird team, but it's really working well, actually. Well, up until that point when Piper just missed her fucking ult. I don't understand it, because I feel like everybody's ult tracks to some degree. Except for hers, she seems to never...
I'm unstoppable.
Not bad.
Hit it. I'm realizing the impact feels really great. Yeah, it's I mean, that's probably what makes this game like stand apart from their other stuff, like Genshin. It's just like they really went all in on like making that impact feel as strong as possible.
You should have worn a hard hat!
Doing with Kaleda plus Ben has any bonus effect? So the thing is, I have Kaleda and I've leveled her up. I haven't really built her entirely because I got what's his face? I got Lighter, and everyone was like, Lighter pretty much replaces Kaleda in every regard. So I don't really use Kaleda, even though they do have that that bonus interaction. He just eats some caviar for his ult and just one-shots whatever's on the field. Caviar punch! Oh no, he, because he jumps up and slams it down. His special move is Caviar Crater. Have you ever gone out of bounds in this stage? It's hilarious. Yeah, I did actually on... I don't remember what stream it was, but there was one where I was playing on this, and I, like, went outside of the... the arena and then just slowly started, like, sinking down. And it sucked, because I was, like, done. Like, I basically beat it. And then I fell below the stage.
My blade is already sheathed.
Oh,
This ought to do
that
it.
felt so satisfying.
Buckle up.
Hold on a second. I think I missed stuff. S-rank Ben idea. He gets a new form particularly to make Kaleda super pop off with combo attacks when she gets a big story moment. That would be sick. Now, S-rank Ben gets a triple attack with Kaleda and Anton, or Kaleda and Grace, depending on who you've got. Yeah, that'd be pretty good. What's up, Crony? Welcome in. Popping in to say hello. Came in through Val's raid, but I gotta work. Alright, thanks for stopping by, Shantae. Hope work goes well. What are your pull plans, going for the Scythe guy or saving for Bird Lady? I might pull for... Yi Xuan, but I'm not sure yet. Because... Oh my god.
I'll do it.
I can't believe Piper fucking died. She looks cool. I just don't know how she's gonna play, and I don't know what her like element is gonna be. So right now I'm not planning on pulling for either of them, but I am very much a gameplay first kind of person. So if they're fun, I might pull for them anyway. Piper got dropkicked. She got fucking wrecked. That was brutal.
Weakling.
S-rank Ben gets a second pillar. Oh yeah, undoubtedly. Second pillar, glasses.
I'm cruising now.
S-rank Ben reveals that he was Horse all along. That would be crazy.
Press forward.
After everything we've seen,
It's over.
damn it. Get out of the sky, you asshole. Whoop. It's an ether variant akin to Miyabi's Frost. Okay. Well, I do need more ether. Whoop. Ow.
Backup is here.
It's wild that you just fight a Metal Gear in this mode.
I'll take it. Hey, hey, hey!
This ought to do it.
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Swift and decisive. Victory, the only option. Buckle up.
God damn it, Piper.
My blade strikes.
Get the fuck over here.
My blade is already sheathed. No room for mercy. I'm here.
It wouldn't be so brutal if it didn't make that cracking sound every time she got hit. Oh my god. Alright, let me go back up. Grace putting prototypes on Ben's pillars. That would be sick. It's an ether. I saw Ryan Colt Levy for the second time and he remembered me. Said he had to record 2 hours of lines in one for Rose of Versailles by not having to do each of the lines with the vocal flaps for the first time. It's interesting. I mean, do we know if there were Thyron before the Hollow incident? I don't think we do. I assume the Hollows are responsible for Thyrons coming into existence as well, but I don't know. I feel like we need to know all of that stuff. She's also a new specialty. Okay. Had a nice chat with her as well. Looks like a very relaxing gameplay. Oh yeah. I'm just having a swelled, relaxed sort of time.
Watch out.
Between all the Hoyo games, using Vigo's the hardest on sound design. I'll have to take your word for it, because this is the only one I play. But I will agree that the sound design is incredible.
You're done. Coming through.
The Hollow incident created the Thyrons that maybe Force got turned into a Thyron,
over.
a bear one. Pretended to be someone else.
Press forward.
The evil guys would stop chasing him and his child. That would be crazy, especially because we've heard Ben said in one of his things, he talked about how he and his family like moved here. Well, he didn't say him and his family. He just said when we moved here. And I was like, who is we? What does that mean?
I'm cruising now.
Mate, your mic is hella low compared to the game. Is it? Do you guys feel like I'm low? 'Cause it says it looks like I'm almost peaking on my end. Where it's far away from your mouth. It is a little far away, but that's so I don't have it, like, blocking me. Sound great. Sound fine. Okay. Weird. Shadow Crow, what are you listening in on? Because I'm wondering if, like, if you're on speakers or something. If maybe it's playing up the sound of the combat more or something. It's interesting. I can turn down the in-game again, see if maybe if that's enough. Let me know if that's a little better.
And his name is John C.
Yeah, is that loud enough? Ooh. Ooh, may I be still alive technically. Very close to death.
This ought to do
Holy
it.
shit, the pop-ups are so loud compared to
More
everything
violations
else.
won't be tolerated.
I mean, I don't know, cause like
Purging slash.
everybody seemed to be fine with it, so I'm not sure why for like just you it would be so much louder, but
It's over.
yeah, that's wild.
Just try me.
Yeah, sorry, I wish I could do something, but I feel like if I mess with it, it's gonna make the audio fucked up for everybody else.
Press forward.
God Wow. Did you see that shit? Dodged my big attack and then sniped me from across the map. That was bullshit. Someone who's played all but Tears, he definitely has the best sound design. Yeah, I mean, certainly in the sessions I've had with people, the sound team seems like they're all really dedicated towards it, which I know like the English sound team isn't the one making all of these sound design things, but yo, Sairo Mieshi, thank you for following. Appreciate it. That is vile against Miyabi. I mean, yeah. To me, I think the game sound and your sound is good. I prefer the game sound like this now. I do think pop-up sound was really loud, but I don't remember many pop-up moments, or it might have been AFK when they happen. Actually, pop-up, it's really loud for me too. Okay. Welcome in, Molly's Mana. Alright, I can change the pop-up sound. What if I do... Alright. I've turned down the sound alert. Let me do a test one here. You guys can tell me if this is too much still.
And his name is John C.
Is that a little more manageable? It's a bit better. It's crazy if that's only a bit better because I turned it down by like 60%. Does it still need to be quieter? Bit better, it's still loud. Okay. What if we try this?
And his name is John C.
Is that better for you guys? Now it's good. Okay. That's good. All right. That's interesting because for me, that's like really quiet now. So that's interesting. But okay. As long as it's good for you guys, that's all that matters. All right. Now let's... I think that's good, especially for that one. Yeah, the John Cena one, that's why I was testing it with that one, because that one's, what I would say is probably the most boisterous of them. That's how it sounded before. Oh, Crow, if you whisper that to,
Press forward.
to Vulcan Sphere, he's one of my mobs. He can send it through, because I have the by default thing to have all the links and stuff unable to send on Twitch.
Awaken.
Yeah, if you're using Streamlabs, the sound is so weird. The game will be quiet for me, but loud on stream. Yeah, I am using Streamlabs, so that must be what's happening. That is weird. Yeah, I don't know. Because you'd think the whole point of having a setting where you can hear yourself is like you'd be able to hear what it actually sounds like to people. Weird. Yeah, thank you, Shadow. Very much appreciated. Because I've been streaming for almost a year now. I think, what, 10 months or something? And I am still trying to get it all 100% sorted out.
Here to assist. No room for mercy.
Stop flying away, you dick. This
Retreating may move one
motherfucker.
forward. It's over.
It's authorized personnel only!
Vanished. Going the extra mile. Looking around those dogs. Victory. The only
Tinkered a lot
option.
with OBS and stream settings a lot myself, even though I'm not a prolific streamer. Just do it from time to time for fun,
My
but I
blade
did
is
want to
already
tune my
heated.
stuff well. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, anything worth doing is worth doing well, right? And I'm also not a prolific streamer by any means. So, I'm right there with ya.
I'll take it!
Kick into gear.
Wow, she actually managed to hit the whole thing this time.
It's over.
Something with streaming. Streamers are always getting schooled by their software and their viewers. That stuff is inevitable. That's true. I have run across the legendary scuff.
Just try me. Try this.
Awaken. Roadkill.
I told you stay safe. You should have worn a hard hat. Ah!
Purging slash. Weakling. I'm here.
Fuck it.
You're done.
The ASMR Redeem said it can be a sentence or two, but never said how many words those sentences can have. So, you don't have to take that too literally. I mean,
Press forward.
like I said, the last few times it was used, I read like an entire, I want to say 3-paragraph ASMR Shrek cross Barry B. Benson erotic fan fiction. So, you know, it's not a very hard set guideline. If you have something you want me to read, it doesn't have to be like 2 sentences. It's, you know, it's fine.
Just try me.
I think I will save my points enough for some pages. Alright, I mean, like I said, if you use the one redeem, I'll read a couple pages of something. It's, you know, it's not a hard and fast
Stand behind the
guideline that you gotta follow.
It's authorized personnel only.
Surprised nobody made you ASMR the
Victory,
Moonbase script.
the only
I mean, I
option.
wouldn't do the whole script. That would be hours. I would do like a page of the script at a time, but oof, there we go. All right. Got a couple minutes left before I would normally end, but I think I'm 1 floor away from getting all my people back. Yeah. Oh, I can pick a new person?
Standing by.
Alright,
Hey, wanna go
Bernice.
for the nitro field?
Gotta use Bernice. Check out the clip if you want a comparison for the audio. Yes, that is a good thing I should do before I forget. Let me see here. Yeah, I do I do see how it's possible the sound alerts were a bit too loud. Really gets across the point that John Cena's here, though. No one could say that they didn't know he was here. 10 floors left until you can add another agent. So it's just add another agent. I don't get like to replace everybody. That's tough. All right. Inflict more days. I guess that one. Yeah, that would be hard to miss. Too bad we can never see John Cena. Woo! Who the fuck do you think you are? Oh, Jesus.
End of the line! Just try me!
Wow. This is gonna be tough, I think. Perhaps Bernice is not a good pick for this. This guy's kind of a bitch. He do seem like a bitch, if I'm being honest.
Try this!
I cannot even see what is happening here.
End of the line!
A mere trifle. My blade is already sheathed.
Woo. Sheesh.
Being happy's what counts.
Rule violations won't be tolerated.
Swift and decisive. Ready for a fiery feast.
Fire and ice time, baby.
There's no time to lose. I swear on my blade.
The killer is unstoppable! Just try me!
I can take him.
Woo.
My blade is already sheathed.
Ah,
Got your back.
balls. I don't see this going as well without Miyabi. Jesus.
Try this.
Take me a spot.
I'll take it. Hey, hey, hey!
Alright, hold on. I see you guys giving me tips. I gotta... What do I got? Fun fact, watch for his jump back with his missile firings. You can parry his attacks 3 times right after. Easy impairment. Ooh. I hate when the enemy feels like a damage sponge. Yeah, but to be fair, I'm probably the one doing that to myself. Because, you know, he's resistant to fire, and that's what I'm using.
This party is just getting started.
I'll take care of you, should have worn a hard hat!
Alright. Remember to use the ults to get the iframes to avoid damage. Yeah. I always struggle to decide whether or not I want to use them for avoiding damage or if I want to use them for ultimate damage when he's at, like, you know, when he's stunned. Yo. That was a good tip.
Press forward. Weakling.
God damn.
Stand behind the yellow line.
Bought this boss enough and deadass to rack up those points.
More Nitro-Fuel! Ready for a fiery feast? There's no time to... Victory. The only option. Yeah.
There we go. That was some good damage.
Like that.
Ooh. Oh, Jesus.
My blade is already time to heat things up.
Ah, fuck. Bernice died somewhere in there. Well, whatever. As long as I have Miyabi and Ben, I'm invincible.
The work site is just like a battlefield. My killer is unstoppable!
I swear on my
Trying
blade.
to swap, they still have some hit frames. Yeah. Yeah.
Can't clock out yet.
Miyabi's a good character to use when you're listening to new Job Ace, especially the Samurai Champloo soundtrack.
I'm still fit to work.
I don't want to start over. He's almost dead, but at the same time, I know that I'm gonna have to continue with the same crew afterwards, and I can't continue with just Ben. As much as I like him, that would take forever. Alright. Not ending this until I beat him. Should be DMC soundtrack. It's another good one. Love Miyabi, she's like 80% iframes. She really is. She's ridiculous. Because it's not just her extra long dodge, it's, you know, when you hold the attack that she's got, plus when you do her, you know, you do her, her special ability.
Press forward.
Just try me. I'll take it.
Being happy's what counts.
No trespassing on the job site.
Imagine being in a fight with a girl who has 2 flamethrowers. She lights your ass up and then goes, being happy's what counts. You'd probably be like, okay,
Victory. The only
why are you
option.
telling me? I'm on fire. You've hit me with napalm. I'm not happy.
My pillar is unstoppable! Just try me!
Take me as fun. No room for mercy.
We did it!
You like that?
Oh,
Easy now. I'll take it!
it's already late here. Good night, good stream, good talk show, good luck in the boss fight. Thank you, Keyrum. Very much appreciated. Have a good night, have a good sleep, have a good day tomorrow. Thanks for stopping by. I will beat this in your honor, and because I already plan to, but, you know, for you. I will beat this in your honor. Proceeds to give up.
My blade is already.
Look, I can't beat something in your honor if you have no honor. I don't know what to tell you. Live a more honorable life.
End of the line!
Press forward.
God damn it. It's fine. We got this. This is just challenge mode, and I will make it happen. Easy. I have no defense for that. That one I just fucked up, straight up. Woo.
My blade is
I don't really understand Bernice's attack. Like, you hold X to do that spin attack thing. But it, I don't know, it just seems like you get left out in the lurch.
I swear on my blade. Ready for a fiery feast?
You interrupt what she says, she sounds crazy.
It's over.
Sounded like she made a Crash Bandicoot noise. Sounded like Pikachu. She's like, happy.
More fire.
So goofy. She's goofy, but I also just don't understand how to use her shit without getting immediately fucked
The
up.
only option. Hey, let's have some fun. I see it. It's over.
Fucking... Oh. Close one.
Try this! You should have worn a hard hat! End of the line!
You're done.
Ugh. Oh shit. Hold on oh. Never mind. I was gonna say hold on a second, we had a call in, but it immediately disappeared. So I guess they changed their mind. Whoa.
Weakling. Look, isn't it pretty?
I'll take it!
You're done. I swear on my blade.
Yeah, there we go. We've done it. I don't remember who said it earlier, but thank you for the compliment to my shirt. I did see it. I appreciated it. Didn't want to interrupt the conversation to say so. And I think it was Eggalovania, who said, complimented my hair. I appreciate that as well. I don't think he's still here, but just wanted to let you guys know I did see your kind words and I did appreciate them. Yo, Black Shield G, thank you for following. Appreciate ya. All right, we've done it. Do we? Oh my God. It does reset. Okay. So any of those times where I was almost done, I could have. Okay. Well, that's my mistake. Okay. That's fine. All right. With that, I think that is a good time to stop. So let's find someone to raid. Thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for, letting me try the new stuff. I had a good time trying to do all the talk show stuff. I'm going to keep going with it. Mondays, it's going to be this setup. I'll be playing Zenless, doing weeklies, things like that, and doing the talk show stuff because I think it could be really fun. And as we build it up, I think it'll just get better. So, Problem Love Ben, just trying to figure out how to use them more. Well, I'm sure there's guides for it online. I just put everything I had into defense and then called it a day. So that's the only advice I can give you. Toxic Salad, thank you for following. Very much appreciated. Peak Stream, thank you. Thanks for stream. Happy I found you. Had a great time. Good. I'm glad you're all happy. 'Cause it's I've been wanting to try some kind of experimental stuff and make it more than just like playing games, and I think this is a good step in that direction. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. It's genuinely very appreciated always whenever you guys are here. And let's see who we can raid. A lot of people streaming in Spanish at the moment, it seems. Okay, here's somebody. Definitely continue with this. The topic's just a little sensitive. Fair enough. I'll choose something a little more lighthearted next time. Yeah. No, that one's on me. I'll pick something a little more approachable next time. But yeah, thank you all so much. And Wednesday we'll be back for Hades. In accordance with what you all voted, it'll be Hades 2. And then Friday will be God of War, or potentially a collab. I'm still working out the details of that. Might be this week, might be next week. But if Friday is not the collab, then Friday will be God of War. So, yeah, thank you all, like I said, for indulging me, for being here. It's very much appreciated. So I will see you all Wednesday. Thank you for sticking around.